This is a 1987 Ford Mustang GT Convertible with only 43,643 actual miles. The previous owner, there's been actually two previous owners. The previous owner that I purchased the car from had stated that the paint, interior, everything is 100% original. I can't verify that, but in my professional opinion, it looks to me like it's all original as well. Just a beautiful, very well taken care of 43,000 original mile car. As we look underneath the hood, the air conditioning is still all intact and works and blows ice cold air. As we look at check out the paint on the inner fenders. I mean, this car is just absolutely fantastic throughout. You really have to see to believe how nice this and original this 87 Mustang 5.0 GT convertible is. Motor runs great. It's got power steering, power disc brakes, air conditioning. Does have power lumbar seats. And I'll get to the other options here in a little bit. Our gap across the driver's side fender and hood is excellent. Same thing on the passenger side. Gap looks real nice from front to back. Front fascia and stuff has some little scratches and stuff from bugs, but on the most part it's really in nice shape. Same thing with the hood. You've got just a few little chips and stuff across this front nose of the hood here, just from bugs and other things like that. Other than that, the paint on the hood is really nice shape. Same thing with the top of the fender. When we got the car in, it looked great. We just took some wax and the polisher to it, and it shines beautifully. We also lightly polished and buffed the black on it, and that really came back nice as well. So there's a couple imperfections, just very, very minor. One is this plastic right here by the GT. It's got a little kink in it. I don't know if it's just from age or what, but it does have just a little bit of warp right there above the T. Bottom of the front fender is perfect. There's absolutely no rust on the car anywhere. Underneath is all original as well, very solid. Hasn't been undercoated, nothing like that, unless it was done from the factory. It's just nice and clean. Over the quarter panel, there's no rust there. No prior repair anywhere that I can see. Just a super clean car. Tires are in good shape. They're Coopers. They've got Coopers in the back. Looks like they might have Goodyears in the front. They must have replaced the back tires here not too long ago because they look pretty much new. Back valance is in great shape. A lot of times that kind of gets beat up. We have a couple little chips right here, a couple little paint chips, like 3 or 4 there. Other than that, that back valance looks nice. Does have the optional luggage rack. The trunk lid fits perfect. Gaps are really nice. This has the parade boot, and the boot's in excellent shape. That's the original boot. As far as the top goes, it's got an excellent white top. Very, very nice. I think it's got a glass back window as well. So, the other imperfection, one was above the GT there. The other imperfections, we got just a tiny little ding here right by my finger. You can just feel it. Very, very small there. As we open up the door, I mean, the door jamb paint has just as nice a shine as the outside body. As we look at our door panel, it does have manual windows with power door locks. In the passenger side door panel, the carpet, the vinyl, everything, armrest is absolutely excellent, all original. Dome lights work on both sides underneath the dash. Here again, you can kind of just see in here, I'm sure this is original paint. You can see in this quarter panel, it hasn't had any paint, tape lines, nothing. It's all original paint in the jam as well. It's got the recommended tire pressure and all that sticker there. It does have the power lumbar. They're all working. Even the front lumbar pieces come out on both sides. The dash looks like brand new except for just one little spot. If you can see it right there, where a little bit of the dark gray is just chipped just a little bit. Other than that, the dash looks brand new. Now one other thing, this handle right here is just faded a little bit, that plastic. It does have the trunk release and the fuel door release. They both work. Original carpet looks excellent, seats are excellent. There's just a little bit of discoloring on the center hump there. On the carpet, it's just oranged out just a little bit, just showing that it's original. It's got the factory seat belts, back seats perfect, no rips or tears. Same thing on the front leather, no rips or tears on the leather seats. You know, just 43,000 miles on them, but they still look great. As we look up and down the sides, very straight. Same thing with the driver's side, it just shines beautifully, laser straight. No disappointments in this car, very, very nice car. We do have a Goodyear, we got Goodyears all the way around. It looks like he just replaced the one tire on the passenger side. And that's got a new tire on it. The rest of them are not new. They're all in good shape, but not new. As far as the paint goes on the driver's side front fender, that's excellent. A little bit of warpage, it must be pretty common. Just a little bit of warpage here in this plastic piece, just over time. Still looks fine, but it's not perfect anymore. As far as the door goes, that's excellent. Quarter panel, no blisters, no rust anywhere there. Passenger or driver's side door, the inside paint is just as nice as the passenger. All original, shines great. No paint work done on the quarter that I can tell. Driver's side door panel, the carpet, the white vinyl, red vinyl is perfect. It's just like brand new still. You know, the seats have got those little, the seats are showing it's the typical leather wear, just a little bit here on this driver's side as your shoulder goes through it. It's not cracked or broken or anything. It's just there's very little stress cracks in it. Console looks new. As we sit in here inside the door jambs, there again, all original paint. The temp gauge works, amp gauge works, tach works, gas gauge works, oil pressure gauge works. The only thing that's not working in this car to my knowledge is the horn.
The Democrat agenda is we're not Donald Trump. And again,
factory radio works, AM, FM, and it's got the graphic equalizer. We'll shut that off. We're going to turn the air conditioning on and see how that goes. Power top is right up here and that works. Factory hazards work. Yeah, air conditioning is ice cold. It's really coming out nice and cold. It's about 70 degrees here today and it's working perfectly. Our shifter and indicator, like I said, that's all like brand new. I mean, the guy took great care of this car. The previous owner was it was told to me that it was Ford manager up there at the Ford plant, and it was his personal car. Looks like here's one of the plugs for that door panel over there. So a little plastic plug that come out. It does have a remote power mirror, and that works. Again, air conditioning works great. Ice cold. Original miles are 43,644 original miles. Odometer works, tach works, speedometer works. This car is fantastic. These Fox body Mustangs, 87, in my opinion, is one of the best ones, and they're really coming up in value, especially a low mileage car like this one. Go ahead and shut the air off. Transmission shifts great. We're going to see how the shocks feel. Shocks feel great. No bottoming out anywhere there. As far as our brakes go, they stop nice and straight. No pull left or right. It's got a great dual exhaust sound too. So if you go to my website, you're going to see that it's got the factory Ford mufflers, the factory Ford converter. All that stuff is original, in my opinion. All the exhaust is still the factory exhaust on it. The ride is great. The seats are comfortable. Go straight down the road. It does not need an alignment. This is just a car you can fly in and drive home with ice cold air, 43,000 miles. And I'll tell you what, these Fox bodies really have the look. We're at a stop sign in gear and it's idling about 800 RPMs. Gets up to 80 in no time. Doesn't break the tires loose. It's got great traction. Just a nice, clean car.